the darkest night, we find our light. Battered souls, but we won't lose sight. Surviving together, never alone. Through every trial we carry on. Surviving together, never alone. Through every trial we carry on. Surviving together, we stand tall. United forever. Strength and courage will overcome. Surviving together, victorious, and never, never alone. Hand in hand, we'll face the unknown.
We see you, we hear you, and we believe you. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here a day late here, Surviving Together, SAS community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello everyone. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Let's see, Shannon, good to see you are doing well. Yeah, exactly. My question is the same as Crystal. It's headed right for you. Yuck, again. I have many people I know that are down in Florida that are and have been in the hurricane's path, and just stay safe. All. Kristen Melinda, how are you doing? So glad you're here. You do some chores and listen along. You might have to watch on the replay though, because some of these are like memes, and I don't think my descriptions could do them justice. So maybe if I remember, I'll try and say, look at the screen, Kristen, and you can like peek or something. Hey, Crystal. And Crystal. We've got a double Crystal. A Crystal, Phoenix, you're just going to have to be Phoenix. Because Crystal only has her one name, so she's going to have to be Crystal. Crystal, how are you doing? I hear that work went well on the first day, and I'm so thrilled for you. Did you work today? And how did it go? 2 shifts down, so yes, you did. Awesome. Awesome. Well, you take these wins, take everything that's initially going well for you, and you take that all and you store it. And if you do hear that guy's voice, you draw upon all that. You think about us, you draw upon all of us, and you hold your head high. And you let him do whatever he's going to do. Go straight on by. You stay focused on your job. You're going to do great. I know it. I know you're going to do great. And maybe he'll finally screw up big time. That has nothing to do with you, because I don't want you to have anything else happening. You finally sent me an email, Crystal, Phoenix. I will definitely look for that. I did not see anything before I came on, but I'll definitely check when we get off. Let's see. I think that's it. I think I caught up with everybody. All right. Well, because today is Sunday fun day, because it's actually Sunday, and I didn't even plan that. See, and I was talking about naming Saturdays. We haven't even gotten our Saturday name yet. All right, so I'm throwing up some ones for anyone who needs them now, needs them in the coming days. Somebody they know needs them. I know that a lot of people are struggling out there, whether it be financially or emotionally. Things are tough. Reach out, just reach out to your support network. And if you don't think you have one, you have one here. So reach out to all the people who are here that are willing to support you. And without further ado, I'm going to be sharing my screen in and out. because we are going to be playing. We only have one video to show you. I probably could have done more, but it just gets complicated going back and forth with the screens and everything for me. So we only have the one video. I have one thing to read you, and then we've got a whole bunch of memes. And I think that you'll find it funny. And if you don't, laugh along anyway. And you'll probably find something else funny along. Did you actually hear his voice, Crystal? Or you thought you heard his voice? Regardless, your panic, breathe, right? Just remember, he can't hurt you. He absolutely cannot hurt you. You are so strong. You've survived this long with everything that you've dealt with. He cannot hurt you. He is a bully because he is incredibly insecure about his anatomy, I'm going to guess. So I think that you can hold your head high. You've taken the high road with everything. You're not in the wrong. And just go on your life and let him try and lead his miserable little sad existence. Because that's all it is. If he feels the need to bully and belittle. Period. So you win hands down every day. So try and breathe in that confidence, okay? Because we're going to keep pumping it at you until you believe it yourself, all right? We'll be here for you. Email me if you need anything, okay? Ooh, you did hear his voice. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to give you some laughs. And you can focus on something else. I've picked some doozies, I think, anyway, this time. And I have another little surprise for you. I found this wandering out in my hallway. Hello, everyone. This is David. You've heard me talk so much about him. Come on in the picture.
Oh, need some laughs? All right. So I don't have to type. They can hear me.
They can hear you, yes.
All right.
Yes. You just have to read what they're typing.
All right.
David said I've done this before. He's
Simple words, please. Simple words.
He's a little challenged right now, but that's all right. We'll get him. We'll get him there.
Highly challenged.
Okay. I gotta get squared away here. I need.
Oh, I thought it said I was a gypsy. It's good to see me. Okay. Whew. Sorry.
No, Gypsy Daisy is another person, actually. I thought you were saying she was there. I was like, really? I've seen her in a while. Okay. So let's start here. And let me share my screen.
What are we looking at?
I'm going to be sharing this screen with you guys. Okay, so here you see on here is the first of my things, only because I found this hilarious. So as you see on the screen, we have the picture of the world's smallest Rubik's Cube. It is actually for sale, being built. The Guinness Book has awarded it the world's smallest rotating cube. It's got the Guinness Book of World's Record in that category. I found it funny because I need to switch my screen back. Okay.
Make fabulous earrings. Sorry.
Okay, so here is my baby one. And here, okay. That's probably not a good idea. All right, here is a 12. Is this 12 or 16 ounces? I think it's 16 ounce. Soda can. Since it's a baby. It's only about, what, an inch?
Hi, Crystal.
It's about an inch tall. And it's fully functional, and you can do it. You can see currently it has this little flower pattern on it. Isn't this cute? So my son did this for me. he spent several weeks walking around with a Rubik's Cube, learning the pattern as to how to do it and fix it. And there you go. Now I can make little shapes with it. But let us go back us to the screen. Guys, you can see, I don't know what this thing is made of. Titanium maybe, so it's moves smooth and it's strong and light. I don't know, but see this pair of tweezers? I don't know if this is 5,000 magnification. I have a clue, but what do you think?
I hear you, Shannon.
What do you think looking at this? How much do you think that is being made for? And if you order it now, it'll be ready by April.
How much it's made for, or how much I'm paying for it?
Okay, how much they're paying you? How much you have to pay for it?
They would have to pay.
Yeah, exactly. How much do you think that they are selling this for?
Oh. They probably aren't selling it. They lost it. So freaking tiny.
They put an itty bitty Apple tag in
100
inside
million?
it.
100 million? Okay.
20K?
20K sounds like 100 million to me too. So that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
I would say 20K if like the blue was actual what's
Blue?
sapphire.
Sapphire? No, blue.
My brain went blank
Why
for
do
a
we have-
second. Emeralds and rubies, you know what I mean? The yellow would have to be, I don't know, yellow diamonds maybe. That would just be, but no, it's going for $100 minimum. It does look like it's rubies and emeralds. I do not believe it is. I think it's just highly reflective enamel
Play-Doh.
type thing.
It's Play-Doh.
Maybe if they baked it, I don't know, but $5,360 or something
No.
like that.
No.
So yeah, actually affordable to the average person who wants to max out their credit card.
Why?
Sad. I know. I know.
I bet you $10 the person that buys it loses it in their pocket.
Maybe it comes with an itty bitty GPS on the inside so that you can track it, you know?
Oh my god.
Right on the middle. You know, that place where there's kind of like that hollow spot
Oh
because
no,
of it
no.
probably doesn't have that big of a
No.
hollow spot there.
And that's without the stress of having to solve the damn thing.
Well, it comes solved for you. It's just when you have
Okay,
to mess it
alright.
up to do it, right?
Alright.
Okay. So
That's not
I just found that and it was just kind of like, wow. Okay, so the next one, I have to share a different screen with you guys so that you can see this. So this is a short little video, literally. It's like 10 seconds. Blink and you're going to miss it. It is a gentleman in Iceland who is doing the weather from out in the middle of the worst storm that Iceland has ever seen in 30 years. So let me share this screen with you. Okay. And this is him on air.
Or in water. Sorry.
Not yet.
Oh. He's really getting. Oh, this is gonna be perfect.
He just gets, and then he whoa, and that water has got to be cold. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just was like so I was cold for about 10 minutes after that. Just like dang. But that fish, that's a pretty decent size fish.
Was it to scale?
Ooh!
Sorry, couldn't resist.
10 minutes is too much credit for losing it? It's very possible. Very possible. Okay. So back to some of our other. Now, this is a true story that comes from Pennsylvania.
That's a Rubik's Cube.
There we go. Thank you.
I know.
Stole my first point.
Here we go.
Okay, so this little guy got stuck in the claw machine.
All right.
How he actually managed to weasel his way in there, I don't know.
No pun intended.
Aha! No, because he's groundhog.
Oh. See, told you. Told you, no pun.
Exactly.
No pun intended.
But isn't he just absolutely adorable?
Oh my god, the crack in the mirror, it looked like he was sticking his butt. I'm sorry. That was kind of what I was like, what is he doing?
I know. I've read it like 4 times.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
That's a horrible claw machine. Look at those animals. That's like, I would never even he's gonna be there a while because no one's gonna want anything in that claw machine.
I don't know. I don't even know. I think they're not even sure how long he was there before.
But
they
look at those
found
animals,
him.
quite a bit. He was there quite a while.
It's pretty raggedy, isn't it?
That's his best friend. That's.
It is looking a little bit sad.
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's stop this screen.
We still here. Okay. Hi, 7th.
Hey Kim, how you doing? So glad you're here. 7th, glad you're here.
Ahoy.
Oh, Kim, this is David. This is my roommate who I've been talking about. My best friend. We're not using bestie because he's.
Because I'm gonna think of a better name.
Yeah, but
It's just
we're still weeks out and I'm waiting. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
It's actually myself. Anyways. All
All right. So
right. Co-host is David.
it was a groundhog,
David.
Shannon. It was a groundhog. At least that's what the thing identified it as. I don't know if anyone came out and verified that, but
It wasn't a fish.
it looked otterish, didn't it? To me, almost. But okay, so this is the only. There were a lot of these that I thought about bringing to you. This is the only one that I will bring to you, and it was because it's my favorite in the entire universe. Most of you know that I am an attorney by trade, so I had to bring just a little bit of legal humor. Do we need to move a light?
No, I look good in this light. It's dark. Are you kidding me? This is perfect.
Excuse me. Hang on. Hang on. We gotta get
Oh
a better
my
picture.
god, on my face! Okay, I'm better now. Oh,
We
god.
got it a little more clear. It's a little clear, not much, but.
Damn.
So I wanted to read you part of this opinion because the judge that I clerked for way back when actually gave this to me, and I have never laughed so hard. And some judges, some people look down upon it, and in the jurisprudence world, some don't. But basically, it's a very short opinion, and I won't read all of it to you. However, I'll let you know that the plaintiff, Mr. Bradshaw, claims that he was working on a boat and he was injured. That's pretty much all you need to know. And that as a result of working on the boat with unsafe conditions, he was injured. There's no other information given. The argument is over what statute of limitations applies, which means how long do you have to bring your suit before you can't do it anymore, right? The court begins in earnest, stating before proceeding further, the court notes that this case involves 2 extremely likable lawyers who together have delivered some of the most amateur pleadings ever to cross the hallowed causeway into Galveston, an effort which leads the court to surmise but one plausible explanation. Both attorneys have obviously entered into a secret pact complete with hats, handshakes, and cryptic words to draft their pleadings entirely in crayon on the backsides of gravy-stained paper placemats, in the hope that the court would be so charmed by their childlike efforts that their utter dearth of legal authorities in their briefing would go unnoticed. Whatever actually occurred, the court is now faced with the daunting task of deciphering their submissions. With Big Chief tablet readied, thick black pencil in hand, and a devil-may-care laugh in the face of death, life on the rager's edge, sense of exhilaration, the court begins. So it actually does its job in stating stating the various things that it needs to state regarding the case law, and its how it's viewing this case and whatnot. Then the judge begins again. Defendant begins the descent into Alice's Wonderland by submitting a motion that relies upon only one legal authority. This particular case, it stands for the Erie Doctrine, which in legal speak is a very famous doctrine. Indeed, there's little talk. That's all well and good. The court is quite fond of the Erie Doctrine. Indeed, there is talk of little else around both the canal and this court's water cooler. Defendant, however, does not even cite to Erie, but to a mere successor. Hang on, guys, I'm getting dry mouth. Some legal speak, yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. He rips into him some more. He says plaintiffs also neglects to provide any analysis whatsoever of why his claim versus defendant Phillips is a maritime action. Instead, plaintiff cites to a single case from the Fourth Circuit to a non-existent volume of 1886. This judge continues on the rest of this paragraph, just making fun of the lawyer, because that's who wrote this. I should have highlighted this so that I knew where to end up with this.
And I can't read fast enough.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go to the conclusion because it really is pretty darn funny. The notes are actually what I think make it even funnier. We'll read your comments in a minute, but I had to be on another page in order to read this to you. So if we haven't been responding, it's because nobody can see it. The judge concludes, after this remarkably long walk on a short legal pier, having received no useful guidance whatsoever from either party, the court has endeavored, primarily based upon its affection for both counsel, but also out of its own sense of morbid curiosity, to resolve what is perceived to be the legal issue prevented. Despite the waste of perfectly good crayons seen in both parties' briefings and the inexplicable odor of wet dog emanating from such, the court believes it is satisfactorily resolved this matter. The defendant's motion is granted. And it takes this time to warn plaintiff that if he is going to appeal, that there is also well known around these parts. A Unity Marine lawyer is equally likable and has been writing crisply in ink since the second grade. Some old timers even spin yarns of an ability to type. The court cannot speak to the veracity of such loose talk, but out of caution, the court suggests that plaintiff's lovable counsel best upgrade to a shiny number 2 pencil, or at least sharpen what stubs are left of his crayons for what remains of this heart-stopping, spine-tingling action. The notes at the very end, so his last note for the end of that very last sentence says, in either case, the court cautions plaintiff's counsel not to run with sharpened writing utensil in hand could he put his eye out. So, yeah. That is, you're like, I thought it was good. I know, okay, I made myself laugh. You have to admit, it's pretty entertaining to see a federal court judge, I mean, literally chastise
I don't think
lawyers
it's entertaining to see a federal
and
court
saying
judge.
writing crayon. You don't think that's funny?
I don't want to see a federal court judge. I never want to see a federal
That's
court
true.
judge.
Actually see one in real. All right.
Yes, no.
Fine. That's they're nothing to speak of. Anyway, okay.
Oh, she didn't say that.
Well-
No.
Nah, they're nothing. Okay, anyway. I knew that was going to be more for my entertainment than anybody else's, and I also told you it was going to be the only one. So this I thought was hilarious because it's something I would need to do when, I'd
Shit, I gotta change my password.
taken enough anxiety meds or something, just to be kind of a little, whoo, better write something down and better remember it. This is another favorite of mine. Anxiety girl, ability to jump to the worst conclusions in a single bout.
What? All I am not allowed to speak during this time. No. Put me on film. Put me on film.
They're some of the mental health memes, I try to be pretty sensitive to everybody, and but if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? And some of these are in just for David, so because I'm laughing at you.
No,
today, so.
no. And Shannon, but you're beautiful, so that's all that matters. All right.
Yep, we can be anxiety girls together. I think
I'm an anxiety girl. Just saying.
It's okay. It's anxiety. You can be in the club.
I could be whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm very anxious about being in the club now.
Cats gonna whine at you, by the way. You locked them out.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
That's well.
They're not gonna be very happy.
I know.
Okay.
They're just a bunch of cats.
Okay. Let's see what else we got. Speaking of cats.
Wow. He looks not very happy.
I laugh so hard at this only because we've been doing this with my cat when we've been sitting out on the porch.
You need to stop taking pictures. They're amazing. They're great pictures. But your cat's starting to think he's a superstar. I'm just saying.
He's getting an attitude.
He's getting an attitude. He's strutting his stuff all the time now. It's kind of weird.
Moki is he's a little prissy sometimes, I admit. It's a little Phyllis, but
I don't even. I feel these are just giving you ideas. She's like, oh my god, I have one of those in the house and a cat.
I mean, come on, guys! Holy crap! I didn't think a cat could look more like a bunny.
Oh my god! I was more impressed he was wearing a hair tie.
I'm more impressed I got him to keep it on there. Holy shnikes.
Shit. Sorry.
No,
Shnikes. Sorry. Shnikes.
It's all right. It's all right. You're
I am a guest.
You're
I see. Ah! Sorry.
I don't know why. Crystal, when I saw that one, I don't know. I thought of you, and I just thought you would find that pretty darn funny. So I definitely had to throw him in. Here's my other wonderful cat one.
Look at the guinea pig's face, though. Like, the cat's like, I can pose for as long as you want me to, but the guinea pig's like, this is not fun.
He's like, help,
Please.
please.
He's like, no.
Please help.
He's, what did I ever do to you? I sit in this cage all day. I didn't see Jack squiddly squat.
All
right.
Let's see if we can get a bigger. There we go. We can get it bigger here. The thing is, I can do this, but I can't. Then I can't scroll on here. Okay, so this is a taxidermist.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can.
This is what happens when you win the lotto and you don't have to do shit. I'm sorry, squiddly squat.
So he explained that. So the little blue sequins on the front of the cat, those are nipple covers.
Oh, that's nice. Nice. And look how happy that animal is.
No.
All right.
I couldn't in good conscience like cut and paste more, but
That's what he said. Sorry. Hurts a lot.
You deserve that one.
All right.
So that guy. So yeah, he I guess when you run out of things to taxidermy, you start
aiming
making,
lower.
Yeah.
I mean, how much lower do you have to aim? I would have been more impressed if it was like a fly and a cockroach. and fly had little booties.
Okay, so we're gonna stop sharing for a minute. Hey, Deidre, how's it going? So glad to see you. Yes, we're all worried about you. Of course we are, Shannon.
Never be embarrassed. Who said embarrassed? Never be embarrassed. Own it. Oh.
Okay, over here. So I didn't want to put these up because you guys can probably read faster than I can. So they can be a slight little bit of a surprise to you. David, get in my picture. You get over here. Do scoot. Scoot.
Scoot, but it's fun when I can just keep going back and forth. It's like the perfect ADHD screen time. It's like, what?
No. All right. I've got to get to my. Okay. So, who likes stupid criminal stories? They're some of my favorite. You want to read this one, David?
You want me to read? No.
Sure.
Nope. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Here, I'll picture it in my head. Okay, everybody out there, it was great. It was amazing. Butler did it.
Okay, so for a trio of drug thieves, it was their lucky day. They broke into a home in Silver Springs, Florida, and discovered 3 jars of cocaine. They took them home and snorted the contents. That's when they discovered the jars were, in fact, urns. And then they were snorting the remains of the victim's husband and 2 dogs.
Oh my God, their plan died. Ah!
I cannot imagine.
Ah!
Oh my God.
I feel Led Zeppelin right now. I'm like, I feel like, okay.
Oh, geez, oh, people. So this one I put in here because of you, David.
Oh no.
David was bartending last night to a very interesting couple that were happy they found each other, and apparently so were they. And
very expressive people.
So the I don't know how they found out, Crystal. I don't know how they found out that it was actual. I didn't take the actual time to read further into the story. The highlights were enough for me. This is a Fresno, California. A woman was stopped at a DUI checkpoint for being surly tossed. Ever helpful? She offered up this info. My husband's right behind me, and he's even drunker than I am.
I have nothing on that one. I have nothing. I don't think we should put posts of my parents online. Okay, sorry.
2 men decided a back-to-school event in an office supply store would be a perfect time to do some shoplifting. After all, the store clerks would be busy helping an influx of shoppers. What they didn't realize is the day just so happened to coincide with the annual Shop with a Cop Day, and there are about 60 police officers there to help the kids pick out school supplies. Apparently, they still went ahead with their plan because otherwise they could have just like milled around, right? You would have never known that they were going to shoplift. So they actually, I'm assuming, had to shoplift something. How dumb do you have to be? Were everyone in plain clothes, all the cops in plain clothes? Because otherwise, seriously?
I think they just had bad timing.
It happens to a number of these people.
Okay.
This burglar jumped through a bedroom window, and got trapped in the clothes hamper. Literally, he got trapped in the clothes hamper. You know, like ass first, right?
Oh.
You know, so you're folded up like a little accordion, or folded in half, like those rollaway cots. That's what the old rollaway cots.
You had me in a hamper.
Couldn't get out apparently. I don't know how could you not just topple yourself over and then jimmy yourself out? I don't understand.
I want to know who the hell puts their hamper by a window.
To catch the criminals, obviously.
I didn't read that in the Home Remedies. That was crap.
This thing titled, "You're going to regret that tattoo." And I wish I could say this is the first time I've read this, but it is not. How many people I have actually read who have been caught because they put their crimes in tattoos? Sincerely, this
white ink, people, white ink.
This gentleman, he had a chest tattoo, and it was so detailed that It revealed every single detail from the night, from the Christmas lights, the bent street lamp near the liquor store, the location where the body was found. And then there was the image of an angry helicopter that had the defendant's name on the chopper and was machine gunning the victim.
But the ink was pristine.
It was great, great. There was a guy who did ink himself on a roller coaster just to prove how steady his hand was.
That experience had to have its ups and downs.
Oh, Shannon, I think we all have a picture of a dog or a cat like that. I have definitely a few cats with stuck Meyer garbage bags. The handles, they're stuck around their middle because they got that far and then they couldn't figure out how to get any farther.
It's not only the turtles out there, it's the cats too.
Just abomination.
It's
Yes, the real Crystal is coming out, guys. She got a mouth on her just like the rest of us sometimes. I mean, they're snorting dead people. Well, a dead person and 2 dead dogs. So it just goes to show that you should think through your crimes sometimes. At least, kind of like
I like the fact
in general.
you giving us advice on crimes. We should all think through our crimes.
If you're going to commit one, don't you think you should plan it out at least a little bit? Or at least think of your circumstances.
I think you shouldn't commit one.
That would be true. However, if you're going to, don't write down your crime. That's first and foremost. Or talk about it on the internet or get it tattooed on your chest. So we got a few of them. This woman was caught breaking and entering. How, you may ask? Well,
hamper.
The police just followed the GPS ankle signal that, her ankle bracelet was putting out, her tether, because of her probation that she was on for breaking and entering.
She was challenging herself. I love stupid people.
Shannon, I am considered an officer of the court. Don't you just hate it when you suffer a heart attack, think you're going to die, so you confess to a 17-year-old murder, only to find out you're not going to die?
Oh,
damn, that sucks.
Poor.
You wanted to say poor guy, didn't you?
No, I want to say that was a poor meal that was served to him. He must have some shit indigestion. And it's like, oh my God, are you? He just confessed. All it was some bad beats.
That tuna fish sandwich you really shouldn't have had from that gas station.
A warm one. Yes, always think through your crime. Are you an officer of the court? No, Shannon. The answer is no. The answer is no.
He's not.
Knowingly, I just.
Okay, so a 17-year-old boy decided to stick the gun in the face of a woman who was taking her son to school, demanding she give him her car. She obliged. The boy was about to take off when he realized it was a manual. He couldn't drive it.
So that's why car theft has went down since the new generation.
See, and this is exactly why my son, well, not the only reason, but one of the reasons that he gave for wanting a manual when he bought his first real car, because people in general weren't going to steal it. And if they tried, they weren't going to get very far. He couldn't drive a stick, exactly. I can't make any more jokes on that. All right, these two, I did hear about this when it happened because they were nicknamed nationwide as Dumb and Dumber. So I did remember this. What do you think would be a good disguise to wear, David? If you're going to go rob something, quit reading. If you're going to go rob something, what do you think would be a good disguise?
Put it in front of me.
What
Sorry,
would be,
sorry.
What would be a good?
She just took off the bold type, so now I can't read anymore. Okay. What would be a good disguise for robbing what?
What would be a bad disguise? Let's say that.
Any disguise I pick. But
Yeah,
what would be
bad disguise?
But for
particularly
what?
bad disguise. Well, you know what's an actual fairly decent disguise is anytime you make any changes to your face, right? People just put on sunglasses.
what
and
are
all
we
of a sudden
robbing?
you
I
can't-
have sizes for every season.
Anyway, these two idiots decided to change their appearance by drawing different faces, facial hair, mustaches, things of that nature, in permanent marker on their face. And you know, it was good. It was fine. They held up, I think it was a convenience store that they held up. Oh, it was a bank. It was a bank. And they did. The problem is when you try and go out into society afterwards, they were discovering how difficult it is to actually get permanent marker off skin. And
4 to 6 weeks. No.
I wish I would have thought ahead of time to pull up their mugshot, because you can actually see one of them did actually draw one of those like curly Q mustaches on themselves. I'm like,
It wasn't done very well though.
not realistically, no.
Yeah,
I think they had their like niece do it or something.
So it's a family job.
So
Okay.
that was Dumb and Dumber. Now this is a German man who, again, it's another bank robber.
Hold on. Am I allowed to read this one?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you mean read it like to yourself?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can't realize. We want people to stay on the.
He goes into the bank. He goes to the teller, rob the teller. The teller, he shows the gun. The teller gets the money out, is getting the money out of the till, and says, "Do you need a bag?" And he goes, "Of course, this is a real gun." And the teller's thinking to herself, I am going to guess Janet is busy because I did speak to her yesterday and she knew I was postponing. So she's probably going to have to catch on the replay. Anyway, the teller was a bit confused because knew she spoke fairly clearly and decided, I guess that was enough for her to make the realization that the robber was deaf. And so she sounded the alarm, which she then could not hear. And she kept him busy, I guess, and the police showed up. The robber was a little indignant, though, and he sued the bank for apparently abusing his disability.
Oh, tell me who won.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, tell me who won.
It was German. I couldn't find anything.
Is
So
it was German?
Yeah, it was in Berlin. So this
All
was like,
all right.
so I couldn't find anything with it. Yeah. I
mean,
when they
people
turn
have-
around and do that.
People have rights.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
For real, for real.
yeah,
Yeah, it was 1995. It was a while ago, but yeah.
what was it? We were getting robbed the other day, and we had to turn the air on because they were so uncomfortable. They were sweating while they were taking all their stuff, and yeah, you gotta really abide by these thieves.
Yeah, I tell you. I'm guessing Mock has somewhere to be as well. She did leave a comment though on to the post that I left, notifying you guys of changing it from today till tomorrow. So again, somebody else will probably catch the replay. And definitely in the future, I aim to never move these guys. Yes. Oh, that was a reference to Germany. Yeah. Where's Mock when you need her, right? Oh, 7th. Sincerely. So 7th says a guy did blackface with shoe dye at a local bank robbery. I want to see him when he entered the jail. Oh my goodness.
I'm assuming someone
That.
he ironically got polished.
Oh.
That's a rough.
God, you don't even need to be a dad to make the worst dad jokes. Jeez,
No.
Pete.
No, I don't.
I think it's my last bank robber, I do believe. But Albert Bailey in 2010, he wanted to kind of speed up the whole process, and didn't want to have to scare anybody, jolt them when he's right in front of them, by holding out a gun and all that kind of stuff. So he thought he'd do the polite, efficient thing, and that was call the bank and let them know that, at 4:00 he was going to be coming down to rob them, and could they please just have all the money together and ready and
It's like a
in the
Pizza Hut.
bag.
You just call ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And just and then he'll just pull up to the drive-through.
Do you think the bank does delivery? If they have carry out, it's most likely these days. Or can we DoorDash the bank?
Well, actually, they got an escort for him though. They had some nice policemen
So
show
he robbed
up.
the bank and he got an escort. Okay.
So they called the police, and police met him there at the appointed time for said bank robbery because he was nothing if but not prompt. Okay. So now we are back to some memes. So I'm going to have to share my screen again. All right. This one, oh my gosh, I just thought was like, this is me.
That's everybody.
It's like, how crazy is going to sound crazy enough that you can help me, but not too crazy that you're going to help me right to my own padded cell?
I hear they're really nice this time of year, though. With the cold
coming in?
Yes.
Yeah. The jails actually do get crowded.
Yes.
Actually get crowder?
Crowder. It's okay. I'm working on my grammar.
With the corn chowder?
Corn chowder grammar.
It's only crowder.
Yes. Don't talk about that.
So Netflix, you want to watch a 10-hour movie? Me. What? No, absolutely not. Are you insane? What if we break it up into hour-long episodes and you watch them all in one sitting? Me. Just son of a bitch. I'm in. I like this one. I like both of these. They're small, so I'll put them up at the same time. First one, next to them alone, a stranger starts talking to me and look at them shocked and whispered, "You can see me." There are a few of these. This is one of my favorites from homework. When I am 100 years old, a lot of people making grave markers, which is to be expected. This person says, when I'm 100 years old, I will be tired of everything and everyone. So I will tell everyone I'm going to Canada, but I'm actually going to the Bahamas. I'll live in a tiny hut with my tiny dog. I will order fish tacos when I'm hungry and live my best life with no crap.
This is a preschool class?
I don't know how.
No,
The writing is too good, but I'm like, dang. I mean, this is maybe 4th, 5th grade. I'm kind of guessing by the writing.
Sounds like someone has their skiggly legs together.
You definitely got a plan going, right? If you said you just should have a plan. Deaudrey, you've heard that if you tell a therapist you're possibly a danger to yourself, they have to see you. Huh, that's interesting. And is that by Irish law? Because, yeah, here they will personally escort you to a lovely waiting bed inside a psych hospital. And you'll get to stay there for the next 72 hours as you try to convince them that you're sane enough to be let out. All right, what else do we have? I think we're going on to some of the homework one, guys, which are some of my favorites as well. Oh, yes. So, again, I'm going to have to share my screen, but I'm going to share this bigger. So we're sharing that one. And then we are going to present this one.
I'm just playing with my ear.
Okay. Have fun.
Woohoo! I hear it. It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Ah!
Oh, actually, I don't need to share this one. No, I'm going to read this to you. Okay, so the question. Let me get my page back. In high school, Frank, Mike, George, and Ron each went out with a total of 4 dates with 4 different girls. The second time, Frank dated Rose and George dated Kay. The third time, Mike dated Mary and Ron dated Louise. The fourth time, George dated Louise and Ron dated Kay. For each of the fourth times, tell which girl dated which boy. Hint, for the fourth date, Louise dated George and Kay dated Ron. Do you know?
You know Frank dated Rose on
the second date, who had to be Frank's fourth date. And the person said, I cannot answer this problem because my mom says, according to the girls' code, you shouldn't date a friend's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Which I find absolutely hilarious because I was 28 before I ever heard about the girls' code. Well, I mean, no, I was in my mid-20s, I think, when I heard about the girls' code, but I didn't really know much about what was in it because I didn't have a lot of girlfriends ever.
There's a code?
There's a girlfriend.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you got a bro code. Don't even.
I can't read their language. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Greek mythology print. I don't know. There's a code? That's cryptic.
All right. Let's try and keep let's try and see what we've got next. See if we've got to share this. Oh, yes. This one I have to share because I think it's really good. In which she did give him an A+ for creativity. Unfortunately, he failed his test overall. In which battle did Napoleon die? His last one. Where was the Declaration of Independence signed? On the bottom of the page. River Ravi flows in which state? Liquid state. What is the main reason for divorce? Marriage. What is the main reason for exams? Failure. What can you never eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What looks like half of an apple, the other half? If you threw a red stone into the blue sea, what will it become? Simply a wet stone. How can a man go 8 days without sleeping? Easy sleep at night. That's an old riddle. How can you lift an elephant with one hand? You can never lift an elephant that has one hand. If you had 3 apples and 4 oranges in one hand and 3 oranges and 4 apples in the other hand, what would you have? Very large hands.
Nice.
Oh. All right, let's stop this. Okay, you guys can continue on with your conversation over there. I'm going to continue on over here. I do have a doozy for last, and I will share the rest of this screen for some of these. Not this next one, but the 2 after that are in honor of David.
Oh, no.
Yes, of course.
Oh, no.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now this one I put up because it's me. I am that nerd. I am that person that would drive me absolutely bonkers. And I would be taking my pen and I would be blocking out. I would be totally marking out that 6 and just, so it was invisible. Yeah.
Yeah, but the 7 would be out of line. Wouldn't that?
It would. It would.
Just
Yeah.
not to point it out.
I might have to block the whole thing out and then write a 7
I
like
can't even
above
believe
where
you
the
put the
6
picture
is.
online.
It is bugging me though.
That's like,
Yeah.
did you see the 6 and 7 are together right there?
Ah!
That's gotta suck.
Least favorite.
Probably annoys you, huh? I just
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
'cause 7 and 9.
Ah! Okay, so this I threw in because David, being an artist, I thought that this would appeal to him. So this is.
Oh my God, that's our pet cat from growing up. That's our pet. We had it since birth. Oh, no.
I was like, wait a minute.
See, what you think the picture's funny is what you don't understand is this is why I thought that was, what pumas referred to or cougars. I was like, oh, now I understand now, but I was like, I thought it was because of this picture. It really screwed with my childhood. I'm just letting you know.
It took me a few minutes to like, man, that was good. How did you do that? Then I realized it really didn't take much.
No.
To actually draw it.
No. Easy to figure it out with a drawing. Yeah.
Now you know how to draw a cat. Just get a picture of your insides. There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw a cat.
Oh, here you go. This is this just, I love this one. Okay. Would you rather be stuck on an island all alone with one person, or with one person you hate, and why? David?
Oh, is this on me? Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I'm asking you the question.
All alone, hands down. ADHD, hands down. By
Hands
myself.
down, all
Yes.
alone?
I'll socialize with a little ball
Okay. Yeah.
from a FedEx plane. This guy next to it.
Yeah. What about you guys? All alone or with someone you hate? Because I gotta say, I love this kid's answer.
Oh my God.
I would rather be on an island with someone I hate, so I'd have something to eat.
Oh my God. So bad.
It's so
Smart.
bad. Exactly.
Creativity.
like, see, DeAudrey got it. Yeah, but you can't eat yourself, Crystal.
Well, no. Okay, well, depends on how dedicated are you.
Are you ever really alone then?
I know. Wow.
It was your first thought, and you're not alone there. You're not alone. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, I love this because of the teacher's comment. So does anybody recognize what the kid's drawn here? Did you ever see Lord of the Rings?
Yes. I have. So I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I can't quite read it. The Eye of...
From Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's
all-seeing eye, and the minds of Meldorn, I think, or something, or whatever. He said, teacher just for Alex. No, I have a feeling Alex is getting chastised quite often in class.
I don't know what class is learning this.
I'm just impressed that he,
His eye could have been better. He could have drawn it. He could have spent more time. Those tests were like 50 minutes. He could have done a lot better on that one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, maybe he's. But then I'm thinking, okay, I'm looking at the thing, and I'm like, oh gosh, only knows what grade that is. I don't know what the
Probably Ivy League.
Yeah.
Ivy League.
Think about a seatbelt in a collision. Right, 5 words you can spell.
Nice. Wow.
She only gave him 2 points, though. It's worth 5. She checked each one off.
No, she got +2.
Plus?
He got bonus 2 points.
Okay.
Very clever.
I wasn't sure if she was just giving him 2 points for the whole thing then, but because you're right, he deserves that. Very much deserves that. This has got to be. I just was God, I had tears calling out my eyes on this one. Holy moly. We can hold them much longer. You're just like, holy crap. See, and I put these in because these are artist children who just go, yeah, okay, whatever.
They're all children. All children are creative.
There are just some who choose to draw more than others.
That's true. That's true. The ones without pencils.
You got crayons. Don't even start on me. Don't even start. No. Ew. And that's a Stephen King. Who's the Dean Koontz? I read a Dean Koontz book, and it was about this guy, and he's a serial killer. Just in the end, he stopped eating because everything had feelings, So at first you stop eating meat because they're animals, and then you stop eating, plants because, well, they can feel, they feel the sun, and they feel drought, and they feel, and then he just starved himself to death. So.
Oh, nice.
Dean Koontz is a little, he a little special.
Uniquely original.
His story. Well, you definitely see. Shannon, are you talking about Stephen King being different with his auto accident? I think that's who you're talking about. All I know is Koontz, there is a definite marker in his readings where you're like, okay, these are like scary, weird sci-fi, to just then kind of going off into the mad scientist realm and just going.
Yes, Stephen King.
Yeah, Stephen King. Okay. What else do we have? Sign of the times, guys. Sign of the times. 26 kids at the beach. 37 more kids come. How many kids are at the beach now? Too many for COVID-19.
Well done.
Look at Hope. Bob, Sam, Harry, Kate, Tennyson. Now that's an interesting name.
Yeah. He misspelled Edison. Or is there actually Tennyson?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was assuming it's Tennyson. I mean, you could say it misspelled Harry, but could be just
European.
That's how they spell. But Bob the square and Tennyson the rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Right, an example of risk.
This.
Answering the essay with just that. I'm going to assume by the check mark.
That's correct.
That the teacher gave whoever did this. Yeah, correct.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, very. It was risky.
Oh.
Frankie doesn't earn money at home because he's a freeloader. I got a feeling Frankie hears that at home. Don't be a deadbeat freeloader like your brother. You can just hear it, right? In the back.
Oh, I can definitely hear it.
Okay, like guys. This. What can you say? I actually showed this one to David ahead of time because I was laughing so hard. Can a man still reproduce with only one testicle? No, girls don't find that shit attractive. No points awarded, however. No points awarded. Dean Koontz is good for your vocabulary. I can see that. He definitely gets into some weird subject areas and a lot of the eugenics. Oh, this one. So there's this word problem, right? This guy, and he said he thought he had a good idea, but his boss fired him. Explain. Because he slept with his boss's wife. And I just love the teacher's reaction. Oh dear.
Oh my God, you got ahead of me on that one.
That's I think Jatham's had some upsets in his family life recently.
Nice.
I'm gonna guess. We're just gonna go out on a limb and say there might have been some issues there. Okay. Here's, guys, this will bring you to the last. This is the last of the memes that I have presented for you, or the last of any of these funnies for today. And I'm going to put up the meme.
Yes. I want to be like mommy too.
Yes. So I am going to actually stop sharing this screen in order to present this one. Oh, no, I don't want to present that one, because that one's got the others thing on it. All right, I will present this one, but we'll just have to go like this. All right. There you go.
She was a plumber?
You think?
Well, the pipe fitter, just popular plumber, yes.
Pipe fitting? Yeah.
Pipe fitting?
Okay. All right.
That, or she's holding a giant sledgehammer upside down. I don't know. It's just how you take it. And it looks like they're holding kale salad.
Kale. Interesting.
I know, I couldn't say lettuce because... Oh, I just didn't listen. It was better this way. She was a cleaner.
There you go. See?
I like that one. She was a cleaner.
Okay, so
I can't.
the teacher.
I'm the guest. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
Right? All right. She was the best. Never mind. I can't do that.
Yeah. You can't read the writing down
Very
here.
polished career, though. I'm just telling you.
The writing down at the very bottom says that the teacher sent a note home just asking for a little bit of a clarification on the picture. I think just assuming or just assuring that the mommy saw what their child drew. This is the note that the mother sent back. Dear Mrs. Jones, I wish to clarify that I am not now, nor have I ever been, an exotic dancer. I work at Home Depot, and I told my daughter how hectic it was last week before the blizzard hit. I told her we sold out of every single shovel we had, and I found one more in the back room, and that several people who were fighting over it to get it. Her picture doesn't show me dancing around a pole. It's supposed to depict me selling the last snow shovel we had at Home Depot.
So she says. I still think it's a hammer.
No, you got it all wrong. Oh. Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
You saw that one before, Crystal? Yeah, that was, I think I've seen that once before, but I don't think I'd ever taken the time to read the whole thing. Good intentions to Kuntz. Yeah, if you guys want some funky reads, definitely read his later stuff. He's definitely a little kooky. All right. There we go. In just over an hour. So it was my goal to give you guys a good solid hour of laughter. Hopefully you enjoyed some of those. Whether you did, whether you didn't, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down. The algorithm actually doesn't care. I care. Algorithm doesn't. Give a comment, hey, afterwards, even if it's just say hi, great show, whatever. Algorithm really likes that, and it helps to push our content out to more people. Check your subscription, because I have noticed this week that we've been going down on subscribers again. It's our normal, 2 to 3 type numbers, but it had been steady for a while. So just check your subscription. Make sure you're still subscribed. If you're not subscribed, why not? You'll get notifications,
Yeah.
hopefully, of all the content that we put out here. And we're live twice a week, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern now, and Saturdays generally at 3 p.m. Today, we had a move from yesterday to today, so that's why we're here at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. Yeah, I'm sure. And, DeAudrey, if I had hundreds of people leaving, comments all the time, then I'm sure that, I might start skipping over a few of them. But as it is, we get very few comments because it takes a little bit for it to load, and not everyone thinks about doing it afterwards. So if you stick around for just about a minute, then the comments will load and you can do it right afterwards.
I got you, Audrey.
Oh, you meant as a teacher. Yeah, I can bet.
Got you, Audrey.
There's probably a lot more things that they want to say when they get to some of these. And this is what I want to know is, how often do you get comments like that? Like, is it like once a year you have at least one kid in class who's going to be doing stuff like that? Or
depends on if they're very creative. They could be doing it all year long.
Oh, brother. The uterus into the puma is...
Oh, that's my cue to go. The uterus into the puma. It was nice meeting you all. I feel we've ended this. No.
All right. David's going to go hide somewhere now.
And steal my chair, too.
I'm glad you guys all came out today. Thank you so much for being willing to follow me over a day. Yesterday was a little rough, I got through it. We're here. And Watchers is your favorite coons? I've heard that from a lot of people, actually. Oh, the book versus the movie? Because didn't they make a TV movie, maybe? I want to say. Isn't like Stand made into a gazillion part TV miniseries or something? I just remembered it seemed to go on for forever. And that's a King, right? That's a King book, I think. Anyways, I'm thinking the light is a little dark in here today, and I haven't actually changed anything. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but look into it before Wednesday. But seriously, guys, I wish you the best as we head into fall, head into October. Haven't made any particular plans for this month. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, in case anyone does not know. It is also ADHD Awareness Month, which I did not know, as well as Italian American Month and a couple other ones that I'm not sure of. But yeah, very interesting. I did have a few ADHD memes I was going to throw in and I didn't, and I wish I had. But I really wanted Jen here too to see those. It's Childhood Trauma Month. It is. Maybe I did see that. I'm sorry, guys. When I do this, when my nose starts itching like this, it's because of allergies. My allergies have been horrible this week. I've just been fighting migraines with them. Well, if it's Childhood Trauma Month, then I've got some ideas. We'll probably stick with that. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do yet, but something. Trauma. What a new topic for us. For all of us with CPTSD, all of us who have had childhood trauma, I really want to get somebody on here. I want to do a new ACEs show with some of the new research that's been done on that, which is pretty interesting, actually. Some of the stuff. Some of the new research, all it has done is solidify things that they figured out in the past. The numbers are changing a little bit, which that's kind of interesting to see the ratio of your ACEs score to heart disease or your ACEs score to diabetes. Second, yeah, type 2 diabetes. I think they did it special too. I haven't gotten to see a graph of it because I really want to see the curve of it. If there's, an increase from, a score of 4 or more was when they first put this out in the mid 1990s, it was increased your likelihood of cardiovascular disease by 4 times. Is it still 4 times? The ones they done more recently, is it gone to 5 times? I would really like to see a comparison that way. I don't know if one exists because I don't know if there has been a suitable population that they've done research on that would allow us to compare apples to apples. A lot of the research has been in particular areas with particular demographics, and so more specialized circumstances. So you can see where there's an increase or a decrease. It makes sense because of the population that they're actually focused on. But I definitely want to explore that some more as well, because I think it is extremely, extremely interesting and important piece of education. Because I guarantee you, it's not well known. I mean, it's out there, but if you were to say what's an ACEs to somebody, if you're in the know, they know immediately what you're talking about. And I think on some level, people understand this. If you have a bad childhood, and you get sick later in life, I mean, yeah, the connection makes sense. But when you tell people how much of a connection that there is, every single one of them is surprised, totally surprised at the level of connectedness, that something could be 4 times or 6 times or 12 times more likely because you had these things happen in childhood and you're talking about a physical ailment. It's pretty incredible. Yes, Crystal, more rounds for the specialists. I'm going to assume that you didn't get any concrete answers about lupus. I think you told me they had blood work coming. So you think your headaches have been increasing? Yeah, I get sinus migraines now. I used to have what they termed ocular migraines, but I never actually had the migraine part with it. I just had the symptoms. Very, very weird. I told you, my body has always been strange. But now they find out that that's actually, I won't say common, but isn't uncommon. So go figure. Still in the testing process. Got it. All right. Well, we keep you in our prayers and our thoughts with all of that. If you guys have anything you want me to cover this month, knowing that it's Childhood Trauma Month, email me, survivingtogether@gmail.com. Or if you have anything else that you just need to talk about, go over, whatever, Crystal Phoenix, I will definitely be looking for your email, and we'll get back to you just as soon as I possibly can. With that, guys, I'm going to call it and just kind of try and relax for the rest of my Sunday. I got my parents coming over in a little bit, and going to spend a little bit with family. So you guys take care. Please remember that you're valuable, you're worthy, and you're strong because you're a survivor, and you're loved for who you are, just the way you are. Hugs and love. Always, guys. Take care of yourself. Until next time.